Ferrero Rocher's recipe is one of the culinary industry's best-kept secrets. For 4 generations, one family has owned it. One Italian converted his father's tiny bakery into a multi-billion-dollar enterprise and one of history's most famous chocolate brands. In this video, we will share the success story of a son who turned his father's bakery into billions. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. Let's get started. Michel Ferrero was born in 1989 in Piedmont, northwest Italy. The Alps and Switzerland bordering this area are regularly featured in movies. Between Turin and Genoa in southern Piedmont, Michel grew up in Alba. It contains the nation's best vineyards, a rich Roman history, and a 12th century architectural landmark. Michel's father, Pietro, opened a tiny bakery with huge dreams in this town. Pietro, a pastry chef, is obsessed with mixing local cocoa and hazelnuts. Pietro's pasta zanduia, a thick, dark chocolate paste prepared in Piedmont, helped make the region famous for chocolate. Pietro and Giovanni founded Ferrero in 1946 to turn their small pastry and chocolate shop into a huge corporation. Pietro's best business move wasn't in his shop. His wife gave birth to Pietro Jr. after his father died at 51. Michel's brother Giovanni took over the firm. Giovanni died a few years later, leaving Michel with a booming business and a sad heart. Super Crema, Michel's father's unique products, used mostly required ingredients. Hazelnuts were cheaper than chocolate, which Italy couldn't buy since Europe was at war. To boost output, Pietro founded a firm, bought a workshop, and built a factory. After his son took over the company, Michel made a brave move to employ prostagandula instead of chocolate bars or fillings. Pietro Ferrero could never have envisioned this. His chocolate spread was wonderful. Super Crema was launched in 1949, 2 years after Michel took over. And it was an instant hit because it was affordable to the average Italian and turned chocolate from a luxury product into an everyday one. It was kept in a jar on the shelf next to other bread spreads, and Michel proved himself to be a visionary by sending a truck painted in the company's colors around Italy to give out chocolate to children. Ferrero had opened up 3 new factories, 2 of them outside Italy. The key to his success was moving into the German market, where he converted old missile factories into candy manufacturers. In 1964, Michel did something else that changed the course of history. He changed the name of Super Crema to Nutella, which is a combination of the English word nut and an Italian word that refers to foods like mozzarella, portobello, and citronella. But this wasn't just a renaming. Michel acquired his father's obsession with finding the right mix of ingredients. When he did, he launched Nutella with a different recipe than Super Crema, one that is still a secret to this day. There are no factory tours for the media, and the original recipe is said to have been written in Arabic and locked away in an Egyptian vault. This was a product that was marketed to everyone and quickly became a favorite among European children. In 1983, he sent the product to the US, which made it famous around the world. Michel saw how well Nutella did, and in 1968, made Kinder, which is German for children. After moving production to Germany, Michel knew he could meet the needs of the market. Kinder was less complicated than Nutella or Ferrero Rocher, but its milk chocolate, sugar, milk powder, and cocoa made it stand out. Now the brand sells Kinder eggs with toys inside. Kids are the target market for Kinder Bueno crackers, Kinder, Maxi King, and other ice creams. He kept the company's high-end image while launching and naming new products for different markets. He showed off his masterpiece 30 years after taking over the business his father had started. In 1979, Michel made Rocher chocolate. It's a big hit all over the world. The name Roche came from the grotto, which is where a saint saw the Virgin Mary. In the south of France, Michel went to Roc de Messopile. He got the idea to call his new chocolate Ferrero Rocher and spent the rest of his life going to church. Ferrero Rocher is a crunchy hazelnut covered in Nutella, wrapped in a wafer shell, and topped with chocolate and roasted hazelnuts. Michel Ferrero became a world success by keeping his father's chocolate company's good name. He split the company into different names. Ferrero Rochers were expensive, Kinder were for kids, and Nutella could be used in many ways. It doesn't support much and stays out of politics. He also knew where he came from. He paid for more bus lines for people who worked in the country in charity projects. The Ferrero factory has never had a strike because McKinley hired people from the area. He started the Ferrero Foundation in Alba after making Ferrero Rocher. There are press schools, bars, and workshops there. There are gyms and medical services. People who have worked for the same company for 25 years live in the building. Ferrero is still owned by the family of Michele. In 2019, his boys Giovanni and Pietro took over the business. They were named after his father and uncle. In 2018, Ferrero bought $2.8 billion worth of assets from Nestlé, its biggest rival, in order to get a stronger hold on the global food market. 25% of the world's peanuts are used by Ferrero. In 2015, Michel Ferrero's rural cultural village of Alba, where he grew up, remembered him the most. Ferrero employs 20% of the people in Turin, and the center of his worldwide business empire is still in the city. At $20.55 billion, he had the most money in Italy. Forbes magazine said that he made all of his money from candy, and that Alba had a statue of him that called him the Chocolate King. That's it for today. Please like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. Thanks for watching.